What's going on, everybody? It's Keymaster84 coming at you guys today with a brand new video. Daily Domination. Doing things a little bit differently tonight, guys. We have our first guest host, Mr. BigRo206.
Holla holla what it is.
not that it'd be shocking that he's the first guest host on my show, but some people might be shocked.
Maybe. I haven't really been doing much lately, so maybe everybody's shocked that I'm still alive or something.
Is this the return of BigRo206? The second coming?
You know, leading into 2019. I mean, leading into 2019, definitely. Expect to hear my sexy, sultry voice a little bit more, and see my face possibly on a face cam or two here and there. Definitely getting some things even out in my personal life, so I wouldn't say necessarily it's a hard comeback, but it's definitely a possibility.
I'm all about the hard journalism here. Tough questions are asked. But anyways,
We're
guys,
all about the facts here.
we're about the facts. The real information.
Alright, cold hard facts.
The information people want to know about.
Yeah, because everybody's just been wondering where the hell I've been.
Hey, it's my narrative. I'll say what I want. But yeah, guys, so what we're talking about today, where is Call of Duty competitive now that we've had our first major tournament in the books?
LAN tournament.
First LAN. Where is it going? What's it doing? Because, it is Call of Duty, it's a weird, sometimes it can be a weird, fickle beast. You just never know sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, you think the game's been out for how long now? What, almost 2 months?
Mm-hmm. Actually, I think 2 months.
2 months of
a couple of days.
solid scrims, and then you lead into the first major LAN. Teams are still adjusting to have an extra player on the field, so now we have 10 on the field instead of 4 or 8. They still don't know what the true meta for the competitive is going to be yet. I have a feeling the rules are going to change before the next LAN.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Especially with the release of competitive, the play arena. What are they calling it again?
What, the league mode?
Are they calling it league mode or league?
I have no idea what they're calling it. They haven't officially announced what they're calling it yet.
Okay, well, if all of you who know what league play is from back in the old Black Ops, they're bringing that back hopefully in July. We were supposed to get it in December, but they decided to wait and give us a good game to get behind, and postponed it a little bit so that way we can have a complete game mode when it comes out.
Yep. Which shade? I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah, and I think by then, the MLG and Activision and everybody, or whoever else, UMG, all the big sponsors will have decided what the good, a good meta will be as far as
good rule set.
What guns need to be banned, what things need to be banned, what things need to be,
yeah,
tweaked or whatever. So I think it's moving in a positive. I think if you check the viewership numbers as far as the Vegas CWL
finals, I think was 175.
It was nuts. I mean, it's probably bigger than it was ever in World War II.
Oh yeah.
So
I don't remember ever watching a tournament.
Streamers, look at Scumps hitting 30,000 subscribers.
Even today for the Code Red first round of the Code Red tournament that was today, which is Friday the 14th. He had, and this is like at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. He had like 17,000 people for an online only tournament. I mean, granted, it's Code Red. It's a little bit different because they do have the Code Red tournaments do have a little bit of clout to them. There is a little bit of prestige behind it, but still, it's an online only tournament, and it's in blackout. It's not even multiplayer. I mean, say what you will, but it's not a tournament.
Right.
And he was still pulling down you know, 17,000 at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a weekday for a non-mainstream tournament.
Insane. It's absolutely insane. The amount that this game has just brought to, I mean, call it because of Blackout, call it because, you know, it's Black Ops, call it whatever you want to call it. Treyarch has easily made 3, if not 4, of the top 5 Call of Duty games.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I mean, plain and simple. I mean, this is gearing up to be a solid top 5 finish. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 1, easily in the top 5.
Oh yeah.
Black Ops 3, it's up for debate, but definitely Treyarch being behind this one, coming off a rough WW2 when they thought that was going to be the real re-emergence of boots to ground for the competitive scene. Wasn't really what they expected it was going to be. Viewership was down. Pros were getting uninterested. I mean, there was just an entire plethora of different reasonings why WW2 just didn't do what Activision thought it was going to do for the franchise. So, I mean,
that's definitely
Black
true.
Ops 4. Black Ops 4 has definitely hit the ground running. I mean, they built it up properly. They promoted it properly. They, I mean, they have followed through on almost all promises that were made in the beginning of the game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, even though they've kind of taken a step back on releasing League Play, and, you know, Zombies had a little bit of a hiccup right at the bat, Blackout was a solid game right out the gate. Their first big update has people flocking to the game again. I mean, it's just ridiculous. So, I mean, I think the competitive scene is solid for Call of Duty coming up in the future. We'll see what the next LAN has to hold and what kind of tweaks they make to the rule set, but, you know.
Yeah, they have like 2 months off.
I'm definitely interested. Yeah.
So they got plenty of time.
This one is what?
Birmingham?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That sounds about right.
I think they're going over to Jolly Old England for the next one.
Jolly Old England.
But no, I mean, you're talking, I mean, just not even Call of Duty streamers, but you're talking Shroud, you're talking Doc, you know, you're talking, these bigger streamers are actually playing Call of Duty again. I mean, when's the last time you saw Noah J playing Call of Duty? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, granted, he only does zombie games, things of that nature, but still, moral of the story is he's playing zombies right now. He's playing Call of Duty. So say what you will, but you know, he's still doing that. When's the last time you saw JC play Call of Duty game? You know, I mean, you got these guys who used to be like the kings of the world when it came to Call of Duty streaming in general, whether it be zombies, multiplayer, doesn't matter. And they have come back into the fold and are, you know, revigored. They're coming back and they're excited about the game. They think it's going to be a good time, you know. I mean, and everybody's having fun. I mean, have there been some hiccups along the way? Yeah. There has been. I mean, zombies didn't start off very hot.
What game doesn't have hiccups, though? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, the way that everybody talks, you'd assume Red Dead Redemption.
That's true. No, that's true.
You know,
It's been a pretty clean game since it came out.
No. Just go watch any of the compilations, dude. You guys got horses that just like will just like pop 1,000 feet in the air for no reason. You know, I mean, granted, that game's a little bit different than this. It's an open world, but more of the story is, guys, like, you know, this is a great Call of Duty period. Great, but it's like, in my opinion, it's vying for that place Black Ops spot.
I'd agree.
It'd be Black Ops 2, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 3, in my opinion. That'd be my order. But, I mean, the Blackout mode, like Big Bro was saying, it's great. They're adding some new stuff. Custom games are coming next week. You're going to be able to do custom Blackout matches. That is going to open...
PUBG, right?
But that is going to open up the floodgates to Blackout tournaments. Because like right now, people are in the pubs and trying to play that way. But now you're talking about you can do a custom match with, you know,
So you can add all the players.
fours. You could do fours. You could do duels still. I mean, who knows what they're going to do? What's going to become the norm? I think it'll stick with duos personally.
You think?
I think that's just what everybody's been doing. I think, but I could also see them trying to run. Fours, squads. I think it'd be a really good idea if they actually pushed up to 5v5s. You know, I think 5-person teams. Because then you could literally have like the pro teams. I mean, it's like they have these huge gaps. Like Birmingham is literally not until let's see. I'm gonna look it up while we're talking here, just because I want to be sure about like how long it is. But it's a 2-month cap, and it's like these guys could literally. I mean, granted they're not playing multiplayer, but it's like they could, you know, if they did a tournament for Blackout in February and Birmingham's not until March, okay. You know, I mean, they're not really going to be practicing in the next couple of months anyways. You know what I mean?
So a solid 2-3 weeks before the actual thing.
Yeah, I mean, they're not, you know, it's not like everybody makes it out to be where it's like, oh, they need to practice. Practice what? 3 months ahead of time. Yeah, it makes sense. You guys sound like a damn fool. You know what I mean? It's just not, I don't know.
No, I agree. I agree with your statement as far as this one being at least top 2, you know, in the games. I think. I don't know. I like the idea of a custom competitive world in Blackout. It's definitely gonna, like you said, open up a ton of options. But on this other note, I think that as far as regular competitive is concerned, just multiplayer competitive, I think that the I think the 5 they added 5th person was a good
Dude.
add. I think
it refreshed the community.
it changed a lot of the dynamics. Yeah, it had a positive effect on everything. Not only are you being able to field more pro players during the season, but your team dynamics change. You know, like I said, teams are still figuring out the meta. So what are they going to run? 4 subs and an AR? They're going to run 2 ARs and 3 subs. You know, whatever the case may be. But having that extra person just changes so much of the dynamic for Call of Duty in a positive way too. You know, everybody's loving it. I don't think I've heard very many negative things about having a fifth on the team.
I haven't heard one person say anything bad about having the 5th on the team.
Yeah. So
okay, so I got the information here. So the Pro League qualifier is January 16th to the 20th. Then the next LAN tournament is Fort Worth, March 15th to 17th. So they aren't even playing in another LAN until 3 months from now. So, I mean, they could easily invite in some Blackout practice, Blackout tournaments.
Oh yeah, easily.
You know what I mean?
Look how good some of the pros are at Blackout. Karma, stud. Crimsix, stud. TP, who's the coach of Octix, stud.
Oh, dude, TP's gross.
He's really good.
He's hands down one of my favorite Back up. Easy. Not even breaking a sweat. Man, they got this pinned down.
Yeah, I can't get out of spawn.
Yeah, because let's see, we got Pro League qualifier Fort Worth. Oh, we got Anaheim in June. So March, so we got April, May. So yeah, there's like 3 months between each major. This Mozu guy is ridiculous. I hate the Mozu. You know, 3 shed. What? I got you, son. Anyways, but yeah, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. It's super dope. I'm just getting into this the whole time. But no, so I mean, I think the professional scene this year has got a lot of room, to go. I think it's better, especially once roster manias start hitting. Five-man roster manias, like 4-man roster manias were crazy. Like you got, you know, like just think of like Arcides were to get let go and he goes to a different team. The amount of chaos that kind of crap was gonna cause. Oh my god, it's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
I mean, and that's the other thing too, is like I really feel like this year, man, I think a lot of teams that, you know, not necessarily like your, I don't want to say top tier teams or low tier teams, but it's like United was a good team last year, but like your teams are really, you know, your bread and butter names, like your Uniteds and your Splices and things like that. I think this year you're gonna see a lot more people. Really, you missed me 4 times and I almost killed you. But I think this year you're going to see these guys kind of come out of the woodwork per se, just because with that 5th man spot, these guys are going to be able to get that play. They're going to be able to get on that action, because normally you wouldn't have heard about them on a B team, you know, just because you only have 4 people on team. Someone's got to get left out, you know. And is that unfortunate? Yeah. But is that something that can be done? You know, is that something that's going to change this year? I think so. I think you're going to see a lot more teams bring in guys. Like, I mean, it's like Dashy last year was playing on Complexity. I mean, no offense to Complexity, but when's the last time Complexity was relevant in, you know, in the scheme of things? I mean, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but it, you know, it's just being realistic. It's to Complexity, but I don't even remember the last time they were like a name that was up in as far as like being a competitor, you know. And now you know you got guys like Dashy getting this press now, who moved over to Optic. Now granted, he's moved over to Optic, he's not playing for you anymore, like because Optic 5th person, you know, TJ Holly and Bruce got moved up to Optic, you know, the quote unquote Yankees of esports. So I mean, I think the 5th man's great. I think with some tweaks to how we're doing Blackout, especially now that we can do custom matches, will be huge. I just think in general, I think things are looking like way up for this particular Call of Duty. I mean, nothing seems to really be going wrong yet. I don't know what it is about it, but yeah, everything seems to be going the Treyarch's way this year, which is great. It's good to finally see a Call of Duty game get a lot of good press. But Jesus. It's getting piled on this game. But yeah, so yeah, thanks for thanks for stopping by. It's gonna be fun. I think we're doing maybe get back into doing our podcast. Because that's something that I know me and you miss and enjoyed, and definitely want to bring back to the channel. Just trying to find the right way to do it, because as I talked about before, guys, we are kind of in the process of, I mean, I don't want to say like redoing everything, because I mean, I think we were doing a lot of things right before. It's just that we just kind of want to rejigger things to kind of be a little bit more, you know, professional YouTubers. You know, not so much amateur YouTube status. Oh, I got lit on fire right at the end of the match.
We've done the amateur hour for 4 to 5 years. It's time to step our game up.
Yeah, exactly. And if like, and that's why it's like, I waited until I had this idea. What is up with the game putting me on blast tonight? Could I quit showing me my damn name? Like, seriously. Ridiculous. But like, you know, like, with the daily domination, it's great to have that daily video, that quick, easy watch, you know, 10-15 minutes. You're always going to have it. Even if a podcast comes out, you're still going to have daily domination. But go-to content that we didn't have before. You know, and so like, even like this one might be a special daily domination, just because it's going to be a little bit longer. I mean, you know, it's not much longer. It's 22 minutes right now, but you know, it's still a little bit longer than usual. So
well, yeah, it's not just you talking, so you got to add another dialogue in there, another set of things, and you know, I mean, and that's the beauty of YouTube. That's the beauty of being content creators, is that if we want to do that, we can.
Exactly. Let's do that fun. Yeah. And I'm gonna try to talk Big Ro into doing some zombie videos.
We'll see.
I'm gonna try to talk him into it. We're gonna do. I have an idea. It's gonna be fun. But yeah. Anyways, guys. So thank you guys for tuning in. Let us know what you guys think of the CWL this year. If you guys are fans of CWL, or just if you're fans of esports, just let us know. If you guys are like, hey man, you know, you should talk about, you know, League of Legends or CS:GO or whatever it may be. But by the way, huge CS:GO, Virtus Pro dropped their entire roster. Absolutely insane.
What?
Yeah, Virtus Pro, like one of the top teams. They haven't, the past 3 or 4 tournaments, they haven't made it past regs, and straight just dropped the whole roster.
See that?
Well, you know, I mean, it was an older squad. I mean, I will give them that. It was a little bit of an older squad, and a lot of the younger guys are outperforming them. Is what it is. Is what it is, you know. I mean, well, maybe they need to figure out what's going on with their Call of Duty team before they jump into CS:GO.
Yeah, they kind of botched it.
Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball in their first tournament, but well, Drake's probably calling Nate shot. That's for it. Sorry, Nate. It's low-hanging fruit, bro.
That's gonna be such an
It's so easy. It's so easy. But yeah, guys, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let us know what you guys think down below in the comments. Make sure you guys hitting those likes and subscribes. And if you guys do hit the subscribes, make sure to hit that bell icon so you guys don't miss out content, any of the future content coming out. And until next time, guys, it's been the Keymaster 84 and Big Ro 206. We play games to make gains. Haters get hate. We'll see you guys in the next video.
See ya.